SCP-2002 is a weird one. It's about a spacecraft. But there's some crazy stuff that goes on and some interaction with the GOC and some relation to the Foundation as well. I think y'all gonna really enjoy this one, guys. This one's by the Vulcan. Make sure to subscribe to him. Subscribe to me if you enjoy reactions, and let's get into it.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, Dr.
My name
Miller.
is Dr. Miller, and the SCP we're going to be looking at today is SCP-2002. Object class, neutralized. Keter classification revoked. Special containment procedures. Containment of SCP-2002 is to concentrate on the coordinated dissemination of misinformation to all organizations and individuals concerned with the discovery, tracking, study, and/or discussion of mobile astronomical objects.
All right.
Special focus is to be put on the manipulation of relevant fringe organizations in order to obfuscate the nature of SCP-2002. Images of SCP-2002 leaked to the public in any manner are to be dismissed as digitally altered and to be labeled the work of conspiracy theorists. To this purpose, Foundation-employed experts are to be put forward for appearances in related media and as consultants for any external research projects.
With editing now, you can't tell
For
stuff
more
like
information
that. Well,
concerning specific current,
but it's hard.
past, and future disinformation campaigns, please refer to document SecInf 2002-D, DEPDI, Rev 2.41.
Okay.
Use of deadly force has been authorized in order to keep information concerning SCP-2002 from being publicized in any way.
So they can kill media
All collected
personnel.
wreckage of SCP-2002 and the remains of its crew are to be housed at Site-102 for further research into
Hopefully they
SCP-2002's
don't come looking
origins.
for me, guys,
Please
for just
contact
sharing
Project
this.
Lead Dr. Signov for more information
I
on
suppose
this project.
it's more the Vulcan's
RAM,
fault
Signo
than me.
120,060,217. Please note that despite the neutralization of SCP-2002, these containment procedures are to stay in effect indefinitely.
Oh, wow.
Description: SCP-2002 was a spacefaring vessel on a direct collision course with Earth.
It's a
Following
UFO,
detection,
right?
Foundation Deep Space Assets managed to relay several images indicating numerous similarities between SCP-2002's design and designs under development established at that time. In light of this, and taking into account data collected from its wreckage, SCP-2002 was classified as a temporal continuity anomaly, but was considered native to this reality iteration. Its
Interesting.
neutralization has prevented project staff from verifying this, though examination of SCP-2002 wreckage has yielded evidence supporting this theory.
Okay.
SCP-2002 had a spherical hull with an estimated diameter of 450 meters.
pretty big.
Attached to this main hull were around 3,000 smaller spheres with an approximate diameter of 1.7 meters. SCP-2002 did not show any visible propulsion devices or external systems for power generation,
Interesting.
nor were individual compartments or systems such as a cockpit, living quarters, storage hold, etc. discernible.
Okay.
All attempts at communication using Foundation SETI installations were answered by an automated broadcast from SCP-2002 on a radio frequency specifically reserved for Foundation traffic.
Ooh.
Signals sent by non-Foundation installations did not elicit a response from SCP-2002, suggesting an awareness of the hailing signal's origin. Please see Addendum 2002-A04 for a transcript of this automated broadcast.
We'll hear it, I suppose.
On review, the message broadcast by SCP-2002 appeared to imply that SCP-2002 possessed systems to facilitate a return to Earth unaided. Regardless, SCP-2002 was classified as Keter due to the potential effects of its landing should this assumption prove false. SCP-2002 maintained a steady velocity of 12.5 kilometers per second and was expected to enter Earth's atmosphere on 20. Protocols for dealing with any possible K-class scenario as a result of SCP-2002's return were drafted.
Okay.
SCP-2002 was first detected at a position roughly 15.8 astronomical units from Earth on 19 by remote sensing systems aboard Foundation satellites.
So way back
Extrapolating
when.
from SCP-2002's course and assuming no alterations to that course, SCP-2002 should have been discovered at least years earlier. This suggests an accidental temporal shift. rather than a conscious attempt on the part of SCP-2002 or its crew.
So they're not saying
The
whether it's
content of
alive or it's
SCP-2002's
man.
automated broadcast lends further credence to this theory.
Well, let's say man.
Addendum 2002 A01.
Piloted by
Excerpt
some
from Neutralization
entity.
Report 2002 D NEUT RPT 01 Rev 1.01. On 19. As SCP-2002 passed Earth's moon, a previously unidentified Global Occult Coalition satellite containing a high-powered carbon dioxide laser opened fire on
The
SCP-2002,
GOC
breaking
always
up
trying
the
to
main
kill
hull
something.
and dispersing the smaller spheres over a wide area. Several
Probably
of
why
these
it
were
crashed, huh?
subsequently destroyed by further laser fire, though most were set adrift in space when the main hull was ruptured. A number of smaller spheres continued onto Earth. On 20, these and a large section of the hull entered Earth's atmosphere. Investigations into the Global Occult Coalition's unwarranted destruction of SCP-2002 uncovered a series of encrypted email messages transmitted from a workstation in Site-102's communications terminal. Decryption of these messages uncovered an information leak to the GOC, covering SCP-2002, though
Somebody
only
from
in
the
basic
Foundation was
detail.
giving them info.
In several cases, internal misinformation was leaked in addition to factually correct data on SCP-2002. A comprehensive investigation by Mobile Task Force Beta-1 cauterizers identified the sender of the messages as a Level 4 member of research personnel employed at Site-102, but not attached to the SCP-2002 project.
Okay.
The personnel in question was detained trying to leave Site-102's compound, interrogated, and consequently active use in counterintelligence operations.
Whoops.
Efforts to ascertain the identity of the specific recipient have been unsuccessful, but it is assumed to be a handler for the Global Occult Coalition. Foundation assets within that organization have since confirmed that the organization possessed knowledge of SCP-2002 as early as 19, though only covering very basic details. See below. It is assumed that the lack of detailed and factually correct information, in addition to the Foundation's policy of internal and external misinformation with respect to SCP-2002, led to their decision to attempt the neutralization of SCP-2002. As a result of this incident, protocols for internal and external communication concerning anomalies have been reviewed and, where necessary, updated.
I wonder if whoever the personnel was in the SCP Foundation that leaked this, I wonder if if they saw something or detected something that was so bad that, and they knew the SCP Foundation wouldn't do anything, they contacted to the GOC and was like, y'all got to take this thing out. We cannot let it come to Earth.
And Operation Carbon was launched, remaining in effect indefinitely until such time as a standardized loyalty test can be developed for current and future personnel. The satellite employed by the Global Occult Coalition was eventually sabotaged and crashed into the Brazilian rainforest on 20. It was recovered by Foundation forces and remains in Foundation custody despite numerous Global Occult Coalition requests for its return. Please refer to Supplemental Documentation 2002 C DIP INC 8:REV.1.12 for more details regarding interorganizational communication on this subject. Addendum 2002A-02. Captured GOC documentation on SCP-2002.
We gonna find out now.
KTE 0481. Threat ID KTE 0481 Typhon. Large unknown object on a collision course with Earth. Authorized response level 4. Severe threat. Description: an unidentified unnatural astronomical object on a collision course with Earth. Intelligence provided by covert operative suggests the Foundation is tracking the KTE under the designation SCP-2002 for unknown reasons, yet has not initiated any concrete action nor implemented measures to halt its progress. Please refer to Appendix 116 for field reports from covert operative on available intelligence concerning this KTE. The object is a sphere with an estimated diameter of 450 meters, approximately 1,476 feet, with a multitude of smaller spherical nodes attached to it for unknown purposes. It cannot be ruled out that these nodes are weapons systems, No propulsion systems are directly visible on the object. Systems for power generation seem likewise absent. Object does not respond to attempts at communication, despite hailing messages sent at regular intervals by ground-based GOC installations and the USS. Current calculations put time of impact at
respond to
GMT
SCP channels.
20. Conservative fallout projections predict an eternal winter-class scenario should KTE 0481 be allowed to continue its path unhindered.
Oh.
Rules of engagement.
So it wasn't
should the object
visiting,
come
it was
within
gonna crash into Earth?
0.00269 astronomical units of Earth, termination is warranted to prevent the extinction of all life on Earth.
So it was
GOC
going to
orbital
do a
asset
K-class
Thor
scenario
A12
just by
has been
impact.
put on a permanent state of alert to this end. Protocols have been put in place to assure a 100% success rate. Covert operative is to be extracted immediately after successful termination of KTE 0481. Addendum 2002-A03. Management Summary of Recovery Report 2002 DREC RPT 14 REV version 1.15. On 37 minutes after a large portion of SCP-2002's main hull and a selection of smaller spheres touched down, members of Mobile Task Force Zeta-40, dead-end cleaners, and several local guides approached the wreckage at approximately 240 kilometers from the Saudi Arabian capital of Riyadh. Over the course of several days, all debris and large selection of partially destroyed human remains, estimated to comprise 5 adult males, 142 newborn infant males, 21 adult females, and 377 newborn infant females were loaded onto Foundation transports and taken back to Site 102. DNA testing has revealed partial matches to current Foundation personnel, including several members of the O5 Council. Addendum 2002-A04. Automated broadcast by 2002.
Hold on.
This is the Foundation vessel, SCPS Mendel. We have received your transmission. Due to stasis protocols in effect, no members of personnel are currently available to respond to your signal. Please stand by for a pre-recorded automated broadcast.
This is Dr. Agnes Yount, Level 4 Project Lead for SCP. If you're receiving this message, I'm glad to say this mission was unnecessary. When the fallout from SCP final containment breach heading 21, we spent a long time trying to find ways to circumvent its effects. At first, we tried to see if relocation was the solution. We constructed an orbital, and when that didn't work, a lunar facility. But the plague always followed somehow. Faced with a 100% sterility rate, we found that there was a way of fertilizing embryos so that they wouldn't be subject to the plague's effects. At least, not while they remained in stasis. Our calculations indicated a dissipation of effects approximately years from day 0. So, in the end, we were left with no option but to send a selection of these embryos out into space, along with a crew of personnel tasked with their care. This vessel's crew and cargo will be revived and prepared for a return to Earth. They've come a long way.
What in the world?
Our ETA is currently set at warning. Temporal dislocation error detected. We urge you to clear Sector 521A for our arrival.
现在将以普通话重复此消息.
It's repeated in Mandarin.
After repetition in Mandarin, the message was also repeated in Spanish, Hindi, and Arabic before the transmission ended. This concludes today's lecture.
Wow. So this was a Foundation vessel from the future with a lot of Foundation newborns and some O5 Council members and researchers that was designated to return to Earth to escape some sort of plague? What the heck, dude? Oh, I gotta tell you, that's crazy. I was not expecting that at all. But man, and GOC just terminated it just in case they had a disease or whatever, because it was going to, I don't know. I'm kind of confused at the same time. Oh, but this was good though. Guys, the Vulcan, make sure to subscribe to him. Subscribe to me if you enjoy reactions as well. Thanks so much for watching. And if you like this video, check this one out.